can you do when you escape the narcissist and the child start becoming a narcissist as well? Before you go grab the belt, welcome to my channel where I peacefully fuck up your illusion and where the truth only hurts when you live a lie. Where spare the rod, spoil the child does not mean whooping ass, but means direction. Children soak things up like sponges, so it can come from any direction at any age. Most likely you'll see this happening in their teen years. They've been around other children and don't have their way, so they become very narcissistic towards the parent. Life is messed up because of you. You did this, you did that. Or maybe you don't know what the co-parent is filling their head up with. You don't know. That's why it's important to co-parent correctly and not go against each other, because the child either gonna take a side or break down. The children are a reflection of both of you. It's like somebody seeing a reflection of themselves at war with each other. Normally, if you're doing right as a parent and the child don't see that, they will become narcissistic when they don't get their way. You have to go in depth in the situation a little bit more for me to answer that. But I'll still answer it to the best of my ability. Because it could be behaviors they picked up that they seen when y'all were together. Daughter seen mama run over dad. Guess what she's going to do with the men in her life? There's only two things. She can either do the same thing or go from one extreme to another. She might say, okay, I need to do this to my man. What mama did, she might say, okay, I'm going to do that to everybody I meet. Or she could say, I won't do nothing like my mama did. I'm going to be submissive. Go to a whole far other extreme and let a man run all over her. Like a son seeing relationship between mother and father. He saw dad run house with an iron fist, being very narcissistic. He might say, okay, I need to treat my woman like this. He might emulate what he sees. Or he might go from one extreme to another one. I'll never do that to my woman. Turn around and let a woman walk all over him to the point where he have no respect for himself. It's all about what they're observing or what is being told to them or their surroundings, their friends, because their friends actually play a part. You know that saying that it takes a village to raise a child? That's still true to this day. You're not always around your children. They're growing up like normal kids, then they probably catch the bus in the morning. Their driver is their parent for that second. They go to breakfast at school. The lunch later are their parents. They probably have 7 teachers for 7 different periods. Those are their parents at the moment. If they play sports or do cheerleading, they got coaches, and they end up right back home. You actually spend the least amount of time with your children, whether you want to believe it or not. As of today, it still holds true that it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes it could be your child that's not being narcissistic. They're just hurt because they see a reflection of themselves at war with each other. I'm saying I will have to go in depth of what they're doing is pretty much narcissistic. But I will tell you, this is what a narcissistic child would do. They will play both parents against each other to get their way. They literally need to be validated all the fucking time. Their self-worth is inflated and they'll bully other children. They'll also have a sense of entitlement. That's why if you notice when they don't get their way, they throw fits. People say, no, that's normal for children to behave that way. And in some cases, it's true. At the same time, there's plenty of parents that'll tell their child no and they'll go about their business because guess what? Mama said no. Attention craving. Y'all too busy fighting each other to the point that I'm not getting attention. I start craving attention. Sometimes as a teenager, I'll start a relationship with somebody I really don't like on the outside of this home because they make me smile and you don't. In essence, I'm running from the distraction of a painful childhood. I'm running from a distraction of a traumatized household. This person at school put a smile on my face to the point that he or she don't even know that they're also meeting a narcissistic girlfriend or boyfriend. Next thing you know, she probably done came up pregnant, blaming everybody else for their problems, putting down other children, difficult with attachment and dependency. It probably sounds like I'm describing most children. Do you know why? Because most children are not born out of love. They're born in toxicity. Basically, all it is really a cry for help. But when they don't heal from it, they'll grow up and they will turn their narcissistic ways onto their relationship. You wondering why you dealing with somebody troublesome son because of some shit that they had going on back when they were children. Or a woman who operate from hurt because of some shit she had to deal with when she was a child. Some of these children even grow up and go ham on the parent. Even tell lies. My mom and dad wasn't there for me. They didn't love me. They mistreated me. They abused me. And you probably never did anything of the sort. Sometimes they'll use that as a sob story to get their way with other people. The situation could be vast. You gotta find where the leak is coming from so it don't sink your ship. I'm literally saying, fellas, be careful who you skeet life into. And ladies, be careful who you give your body to. Because if you don't and do something irresponsibly, you will definitely affect the next generation. Because 2 parents fighting leaves less love for the child. And they will go out there and seek attention elsewhere to the point that they could become narcissists themselves. For those who need it.